Hello everyone. Well, it's been a while since I made one of my videos. I know, it's been a long time and it was last Tuesday, I think. Last Tuesday, maybe. I'm not sure. But I just want to say that I hope you all had a very happy Festival of the Maiden. Maiden. Festival of the Maiden Goddess. And I hope you also have a happy Festival of the Mother, which is just coming up. Festival of the Mother. Anyone? So, what's going on in the world today? Well, there's been some terrible storms. And I want to focus in on these storms because these storms are so important to the future of our country. They're so important to keep the storms away. It's so important to keep the storms away to the future of our country. And the storms have been wrecking people's lives, tornadoes tearing through towns. It's been awful weather, just awful. I mean, Texas has gotten hit with one storm after another, after another, after another. It just seems to be no let up in the storms in Texas. And also, southern states have been hit especially hard by these storms. We want to tell you, all of you who are affected by these storms, that we're with you all the way. We're with you all the way. We want you to get all the help you can get. All the help you can get from government, NGOs, nonprofits, all the help you can get. We are hoping, and we want you to donate to help these people that have been affected by these storms, because these storms are threatening the future of our country, and we need to get rid of them as fast as possible. How can little me and little you get rid of all these storms? It's simple. We have to stop global warming. Stop global warming, reduce our dependency on fossil fuels. The irony being is that some of these people buy these electric cars and they're getting electricity from coal-fired power plants, and so that's still more fossil fuels being used, more fossil fuels, and warming up the environment with coal. But if we can find a way to come up with integrated solution would be to have solar power power these cars. Then it's a complete system. But it's going to take a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of investments. And it doesn't seem like Elon Musk is much interested anymore in helping with these projects. He used to. He used to care a lot because his company depended upon it. But now he doesn't care so much. And he even said recently that he doubts global warming. He doubts that it's a scientific fact. Even though we've seen the worst weather we've ever seen in this country, it seems like almost like end times kind of weather. And I don't like to get into the Bible because the Bible, I do not agree with the Bible. But it does seem apocalyptic in its scale and its fury. And it seems to me that the Bible wouldn't apply to this situation because the Bible said that he would never use a flood again to drown the world. Remember that? And yet it seems like the floods are apocalyptic in nature, so I guess that wasn't true. But anyway, and beside religion, we need to do something to stop the global warming right away, or we really will be in an apocalyptic condition. And so, I suggest that you stop using fossil fuels as much as possible. As much as possible, as much as humanly possible, stop using these fossil fuels and switch to electric if you can. because it's going to only get worse. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse unless we do something to stop it. And we have to. We have to do something to stop it. We have to do something to stop these apocalyptic storms. And the apocalyptic storms are happening because of fossil fuel use. It's the fossil fuels. It's heating up the environment and it's causing erratic weather that we're not prepared for, weather we're not expecting, and weather that destroys people's lives and livelihoods and homes and businesses. It destroys everything it touches. So we need to stop these storms however we can. So I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please do something about global warming. Educate yourself, find out what else you can do other than just switching to an electric car. Find out what's best, what works best for global warming, and what you can do to reduce your carbon footprint. That is the key, reducing the carbon footprint, reducing your dependence on fossil fuels as much as possible. So just try to figure out what you can do. Just find out what you can do to help, and help with fossil fuel use and not use as much. Because these people are depending on us for their lives. Their lives are being destroyed right now by global warming. Their lives are being destroyed. Their houses are being destroyed. Their businesses are being destroyed. They need you. They need you to do something about global warming. Now, I don't know if you care about animals, but the animals are suffering too, the wild animals. Because the wild animals don't have humans to take care of them. They don't have air conditioning and air-conditioned homes to live in. So the wild animals are dying off. They're critically endangered because of global warming. So we need to do something to help, like the polar bears. The polar bears are drowning because they don't have icebergs to crawl on. It's sad. That's really sad. And I don't know what to tell you. And the ones that don't go out fishing starve to death. So these critically endangered animals depend upon us for their lives. They depend upon us to reduce our carbon footprint. So what can we do? Trump isn't going to help. Trump has vowed to drill, baby, drill. He's real proud of it. And he's just foolish about it. And people like that. They like that he's foolish because they're foolish too, and they all want to be foolish together. We can't afford to be foolish because people are losing their lives. People are losing their lives. People are losing their livelihoods. People are losing their homes. We have to do something. So what do I suggest we do? I suggest that we figure out what will have the greatest impact the fastest on fossil fuel use and fossil fuel consumption, and then do it. I can tell you that if you reduce the amount of meat you eat, you can make an impact on fossil fuel use, because animal husbandry is very, very carbon intensive. It uses a lot of fossil fuels to get the animals fed and the animals cared for and the animals to market. It uses a lot of water too. Water is becoming more scarce with this global warming going on, except for the areas that are being flooded, of course. So water is scarce in some areas where it wasn't before. So we're going to have to do something about this, okay? We're going to have to do something. I suggest that we reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, regardless of what Trump says. Now, Trump had a chance to be a leader and to show that he cares about people's lives and livelihoods. He had a chance to show it. He's in a position of total power right now is the President of the United States. Not total power, but a very powerful man. And he could, if he wanted to, say tomorrow, okay, we're going to do something about the fossil fuels because people are losing their lives and livelihoods and homes. He could, but he's not going to, because he's shown over and over again that he is opposed to the idea of curtailing fossil fuels. In fact, he wants to speed up the use of fossil fuels as much as possible so there won't be any left for future generations. Isn't that sad? Using up fossil fuels as fast as you can, and there won't be any for future generations to use. That's sad. But we can do something about it. We don't have to wait for Trump. We can do something about it today and reduce our use of fossil fuels. What else is in the news? That's the main thing, is reducing the fossil fuels. But there's also the tariffs. Now the tariffs are destroying the economy. Even as we speak, the economy is going to heck in a handbasket because the economy is tanking because of these tariffs. It's the tariffs. It's the tariffs and the speculation about the tariffs that's causing this sell-off at the Dow and the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. It's all, people are selling their shares and the economy is tanking. The economy is losing value. The value of the stocks is dropping. Sorry about that. The stock value is dropping. The stock value is dropping because, why is the stock value dropping? Because of the tariffs. So we need to do something about the tariffs. I don't know what we can do right now because Trump is determined. He's determined. If enough of Trump supporters write to him and ask him nicely to stop putting tariffs on these goods that are coming into the U.S. that people who are the poorest have to pay for, maybe he would pay attention. Maybe he would stop the tariffs. Enough people who supported him wrote to him and said, I voted for you. When are you please going to stop these tariffs? If you could write to him, that would be brilliant. But Trump just isn't budging, is he? He's not budging. He's budgeting, but he's not budging. He's determined to put these tariffs into effect. He's determined to tank the economy. He's determined to do it. And this happens every Republican. Not to the same extent as Trump's doing, because Trump has gone crazy on this. But every Republican cycle, every time there's a Republican president, the economy goes down. Or else it flatlines. Why is that? Why is the economy flatlining? Why is it going down? Well, the reason it's flatlining and the reason it's going down is because they want to be able to buy stocks. They make a killing doing this. What they do is they wait till the stock market caps off and is at its highest. Then they sell off as many of their stocks as they feel safe doing. Then the Republican gets in and the economy tanks. And then they use the cash that they've stored up from selling their stocks to buy more stocks at a bargain basement bottom prices. And they've been doing this as a little scam that they've been doing for a really long time. Buy when it's low, sell when it's high. Some people do it the other way. They buy when it's high and sell when it's low, and they keep losing money and they wonder why. So always buy. Don't buy when it's high. Buy when it's low and sell when it's high. It's easy to remember. Buy low, sell high. But they do this constantly. Every single election cycle, they go through Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, and then they buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell and make a killing every time. And it's just going to continue unless the common man gets wise to the machinations of the elites. You have to get wise to them, because they're going to just keep doing it unless you get wise to them. Any rate, that's the tariffs. And then there's the firings of government employees. Oh my gosh, the firings of government employees is going crazy. It's nuts. It's totally nuts. They're getting rid of everyone. They're getting rid of everyone. Now, I did say that they should make an exception with the CIA, that the CIA, we don't want more CIA agents. But they're not getting rid of the older agents that have actually done most of the damage. They're getting rid of the younger agents that are just coming in. So they aren't really helping much at all. They aren't keeping their promise to go after the deep state. And the deep state, let's face it, the CIA is the deep state. So the deep state is actually true. There really is a deep state, but it's common people, innocent people, American citizens who are paying the price every day for the machinations of the deep state, and I'm one of them. I paid for the deep state. Like what the voice says to me is, that's the price you must pay for me. Why should I have to pay a price for you? Why should I have to pay a price for you? Why should I have to pay a price for the deep state? I don't think so. I don't think I should have to pay a price for the deep state, because I don't care about the deep state. I want it gone. So if Trump hasn't done this yet, he hasn't released the info about the deep state. He hasn't released the info about mind control experiments. He hasn't released the information about aliens. And he hasn't released information about, well, he did release a little bit of information about JFK's assassination, but there was nothing new that they haven't already said that they believe. So much for Trump. We can't depend upon him. But what we can do is defy the deep state. Do everything in our power to undermine the elites. That's what we can do. We can vote with our wallets first off. Refuse to buy goods from the elites. And also we can, that's the main thing we can do, because there's not much else we can do about the elites other than hit them in their wallets where it really counts. Or at least it counts to them. So that's it. 3 things going on. The environment we have to save. The tariffs that we'd like repealed. And the deep state. The deep state. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. So I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a very happy Heavenly Mother's Day.